Hi guys, how are you? Today we have a case like this. This is Lisi Press Veneers. The thickness is about 0.5, 0.6, so pretty thin. And before we start, this case had this, I don't know, doctor said it's a digital wax up. So this is what we're gonna take as study model. Also gonna see where the midline is and the parallel. As I always say in all of my videos, never start doing front works without this. This is your main map. It's like your compass. Without it, you don't know where you're going, what direction you're moving in. Okay, so today I'm gonna be using initial Lisi porcelain. The shade is B1. So this is gonna be a very easy build-up. I'm gonna use dentine, this one. Enamel 58 is a medium enamel. You know, usually for B1 they use 57, but it comes out too light for me. I like 58 more. And also for translucency I'm gonna use clear fluorescent. This clear. By the way, if you are using Vita Master and you don't have you don't know how to make this clear fluorescent, you can take window and you can take luminary 1 and mix 90% of this and 10% of this. So you see what it would look like. Something like, I don't know, I always do everything by eye. Like, let's say this is how much, right? Comparing to my brush, that much of the window and luminary would be about this much. So if I make it like about 0.5 millimeter thick, so this is how it is. Okay, this much luminary, this much window, and then you would have something like clear fluorescent. Or you can use in master translucent T4. That's a neutral translucent. This is close to clear fluorescent. You see, if I put it on top, it pretty much is the same. If you use Vita Lumex, you can do clear enamel by itself, but if it comes out too gray for you, you can use a little bit of Arctic white and mix in the same proportion like this. This clear, 90%, 10% Arctic white, and you'll get there too. Okay, don't be afraid to experiment and mix things yourself and see what comes out. Also, I'm gonna be using today a little bit of CT22 cervical translucent. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit like over here and here. It's just for effect. This is not something that you have to do. It's just something that I decided to do today. As you probably noticed, I haven't been making videos much recently, and I apologize for that. But I took this vacation to Florida and I stopped making videos because of that. I was gone for a little over a week. Also, the long winter finally ended. It's nice and warm and the weather is nice, so spring is here. And it's very hard for me to concentrate on making videos and sitting at home and, you know, editing them when the weather is so nice. So in spring I get very distracted from things because I want to be outside more. Does spring affect you like that? Trying to focus and start working on my channel again. I see that a lot of you guys still stayed with me and stayed subscribed, and for that I'm very grateful. Thank you. And I'm gonna try to keep making videos more often. Today I'm using brush number 0006. It's a Renford synthetic brush. It's a bigger brush because the teeth are kind of big, and because my build-up this time is not gonna include a lot of like small details. I wanna make like videos about more simple build-up where I don't use like 10 different powders. Something for every day, for everybody. Not everyone is like a nerd like me. Some people have to produce a lot of work and every day, so I'll do a cycle of videos about regular build-up. Alright, so now I'm gonna compare it to the study model. Study model, these two fronts are they're longer. And as you can see, I did not try to make any kind of a specific shape yet. This is just the beginning. Okay, now cut back. I'm gonna just scoop out some with my brush. You know, the regular thing that I usually do. Mesial and distal. Make these channels for translucency in all of my crowns or veneers. You know, this person had nice teeth before. Look at that. Not bad. That's his original teeth. Huh? Nice. Look healthy. Oh, good. This is an implant. I don't know what happened. Why he wanted to do the veneers. So maybe it's because he wanted a different shade. Because this is B1. His stumps are A3. So maybe because of that. You know, usually people who redo their teeth because they want a lighter shade and do all 6, you need to do the build-up simple. You know, because they're looking for a simple white teeth. So we're not gonna go crazy with all the effects today. Also, don't forget that they have 3 of those lobes, 1, 2, 3, and this one's 2. 1, 2. And this one, only 1. The cuspid has 1 lobe. So it's easy to remember. The central's 3, the lateral's 2, and the cuspid 1. Okay, now I'm gonna take my CLF, the clear one, and apply it quite generously on the mesial and the distal. Okay, and now I'm gonna apply a little bit of my CT22, just a tiny bit. In the center over there. In the end, I'm gonna apply enamel, regular enamel, 58. Oh, by the way, the CT, this one that I just applied was that. Okay, and now this one, because some of you guys tell me, Vera, we don't understand what you're doing. So I'm gonna try to improve on that and show you each porcelain before I use it, if I remember to. I might not remember sometimes. So, you know, like his, the shape that he approved is like this, right? There are two lobes that are, I don't know how to show you, like this maybe. So there are two lobes, this one and this one, and then here kind of like is flat, you see, the middle. So if he wants this kind of shape, then we can do it for him. I just think that that shape is a bit too like artificial, so maybe I will make my own twist on it. Not too much, not too much. Of course, first of all, we respect the wishes of the patient. It has to look like what he envisioned. We don't want to get him upset. But you see, I just exaggerated it a little bit. That's it. Made this bigger and this more prominent and made the indent in here. I like to do this for guys. And I usually do the fronts first, but sometimes I do cuspids first. If it's like a full mouth, it's easier to do cuspids first. Okay, and then put a little bit in here, in the middle. No, okay. Okay, so this is it. I applied all the enamel, and that's what it looks like at this point. And also, of course, I'm gonna have to do the lingual part, right? So when you're done building the buckle, remember to still build the lingual. Shape of your teeth, be it veneers or be it crowns, like of the front teeth, it really depends on this step, so don't skip on it, but try to be very gentle. Don't apply almost any pressure to your brush. Very, very light. Okay, so now it looks better. You see, it has a very distinct edge. We can cut that later, 45 degrees. Okay, and right now blade and cut them. And this is where this the lines come to help you a lot when you cut in. There. Okay. Just like that. Now I'm gonna take them off and add the contacts. So first I applied, you see, some Wonder Peg to all of my pins, and now I'll just push them off one by one, and I'll just pick them up like this. Okay, so you can see. Alright, at this point some people don't add anything because they planning to have a second bake, and they don't add it because they don't want to be grinding contacts twice. but I am not planning on having a second bake. So I'm gonna add enamel to the mesial and distal. And of course, as always, you gotta go around the margin and check that it's not too thick or too thin. When the margin is too thick, it will shrink towards here where it's more porcelain, and it would lift off and peel off the crown. So you don't want that to happen with your crown. So just make sure that the margin is adequate, and that's it. Okay, I'll do the same with every crown, and I'll see you after bake. By the way, so this is the program. I use a Programmat P510. I have a Claraviva dent oven, and this is my Lisi GC Dentin one. The high temperature is 760. The step is 45 degrees per minute. The low temperature is off. I'm not gonna do it now. Hold is 1 minute and 5 seconds. I want them to melt properly. Usually is 1. First vacuum goes off at 4:30 and the second vacuum at 7:60. And that's pretty much it. Also, I have IRT, which is the infrared cycle that shows that makes sure that all your crowns dried correctly, and like is appropriately small amount of moisture in them, and they go about, I think, 200 degrees. When the internal temperature of the crown is 200 degrees, that's when the oven closes. Okay, I will see you after bake. Alright guys, so this is teeth after they came out of the bake. I did the contacts already. When you're doing contacts, do it on the solid model so they don't move. So after you glaze, it's gonna be already, almost there. Because if you do it here and then after glaze put it on here, you would have to grind a lot. So I think that the shape is alright. I'm just gonna do a little tiny alterations here and there. And first I'm gonna take this stone. It's flat and it is good for the edge, for the cutting edge over here. Remember we were building them. By the way, I put some sticky wax a little bit underneath each crown so they don't fall off, because they are, veneers. Alright, so first let's do the edge. Yeah, so all the fronts I did 45 degrees, okay? Not the cuspids. So next I'm gonna take this one. This is the number 686311012. Okay, it's a diamond burr. I'm just gonna take each of my crowns and do some, just pretty much scratching. First I'm gonna do like this, right? I'm gonna also roll the edge in. Very carefully around margins. Okay, so margin has to be very nice and smooth. Well, now the margin is smooth and thin. That's better. Okay. Okay, so this is the crown now. You can compare them. Okay, so that's the difference between them now. And I'm gonna do it to the rest of the crowns, and I'll see you soon. Hi guys, okay, so this is it. I did grind them. Provided the canine guidance. Okay, and now I'm gonna check it again after I'm done. But now we're gonna glaze it. I do like a medium glaze, I would say. It's not too watery and not too thick. Damp shade is A3, and the crowns are a little bit translucent, you know. I think it's made of the most opaque material in Emacs, but it's still, you know, they're very thin. There's not much space. So this is B1. It's not far. I'm just gonna add a little bit of Empress Incisal 1 shade for the mesial and distal. And I put a little bit of B shade over here, and I'm also gonna put a little bit of orange in this little indent that I have, and a little bit of occlusion shade. So it looks like this right now. And I also can draw maybe like a small crack line. That, of course, is absolutely unnecessary. You don't have to do it. I just do, you know, for fun. Okay. Like this crack line I was drawing with my Mio linen. Alright, so now I'm gonna do the same with the other crowns, and I will see you after glazed. Alright guys, so these are the teeth after glaze, the crowns I mean. That's what they look like on the solid model. So this is the crowns on the regular model. Oops. Right, I'll show them like this because otherwise they're falling off. So that's the crowns on the regular model. That's them in white. So yeah, this is the work in the end. This is the end result of it. Give this video a like if you enjoyed watching it, and subscribe for more, and I'm gonna see you very, very soon. Bye bye.